We are live. We are live. I'm trying something new. Trying something new. So bear with me, folks. Bear with me. We ready? We ready? Yeah.
I just wanna be free with my people to prosper and hold it down. Don't you sit and wait, contemplating on a revolution. The time is now. I just wanna be free. I just wanna be free. I just wanna be free. I just wanna be free.
Okay. Another episode of the Things I Wish I Knew About Money podcast. I'm your host, Kamille Smith. How is everyone doing on this Saturday? And for the ones that are listening, tomorrow, greetings. How are we going to start this? Woo! So it's a Mother's Day special, obviously. Because I didn't know how many Saturdays were in April, I actually was thrown off a little bit. So I was thinking about this all week. I'm like, oh man, what am I going to talk about? And I just realized that I could talk about Mother's Day. But yes, I'm trying something new at the beginning. If anyone sees it and they enjoy it, thank you. Took some time to work it out and all that good stuff. I'm trying to work on my content and just being better at this lovely stuff. So if you love it, thank you. If you don't, I'll do better next time. I'll do better next time. But let's see. Whew. It's episode 76. Episode 76. And I wanted to keep this short but sweet because obviously it's Mother's Day. And this is my second Mother's Day without my mother. If you didn't know before, now you know. So I'm just trying to, push through and keep it together, right? So hopefully everyone is going to have a lovely Mother's Day. So first things first, to the mothers out there, big up yourself. And I'm going to give a shout out soon. Don't you worry, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you worry. Anyone that's waiting for it is going to come. It's going to come, I guaranteed. Sorry. Oh, actually, no. I want to give a Mother's Day shout out to my mom, of course, my grandma, my aunts, my friends that are mothers, or my loved ones that are mothers, to the folks or the mothers to be, big up yourself, or the new moms, because I know a couple of people that are new moms, and it's such a blessing. Like, I realize that it is a blessing to, be a mother, but if you can't be a mother at the same time, shout outs to y'all. And also, of course, the ladies and gentlemen that have lost their moms. Once you get into a situation like that, you realize that you're not the only one alone. I had a friend that lost their mom last week. So it's been a week. I had someone lose their mom earlier this year, 10 years ago, and many years ago, so on and so forth. So I just want to give a shout out to everyone that is missing their mom or grandma as well, aunts, and all that good stuff. So, a moment of silence to the moms that are no longer here or the grandmas and the aunts. And okay, now that we got that past that, I just want to have like a quick episode about the things my mom taught me. And it's funny because the last couple of days or weeks I've been like, I don't remember certain things. I don't remember what she's taught me. And someone was like, you need to write it down. And I'm like, yes. But so I did write them down because I didn't want to have an episode where I had no idea what else I'm going to talk about, even though it seems like I'm going off in a tangent already. But no, I do know what I want to talk about. It's just staying focused and everything, So just allow me now. So first things first, I think there's a couple things that I learned from my mom was to take rest. Things I remember doing with her were our walks, having brunch. I always took time for brunch, whether it was like a Sunday or a Saturday. I always knew how important it was to like have that time spent with family. I can't say I'm the best at it right now, but I'm actually trying to do my best. It's work in progress, especially when I'm just focusing on other things. So to everyone that still has their parents or loved ones, focus on spending time with family. So that could be going to brunch, having coffee dates, having some wine together, going for walks, working out, just ways to enjoy time with your family, or going for a drive, or gardening. My dad loves to garden, so that's ways to spend time with your loved ones. The one thing that always got me was like how she was able to know when something was wrong. Listen, guys, to anyone that doesn't know, I used to live in South Korea, right? Not North Korea, South Korea. There were days where she just knew something was up, especially if I didn't, because usually I, message every day, we'd Skype like once a week or so. There was one time I wasn't feeling well, and she was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "Is there a camera here?" Like, how did you know? So, she had great instincts and stuff, and she was a protector. This is going to be another episode with like traveling. When I was stuck in Bali, her mother instincts tuned in, and whatever means necessary, she made sure that I was safe. Like, I always big up my friends that booked a hotel for me to make sure I was secure in Bali. But my mom was the one that like made sure I overstayed, and it wasn't an issue. Money wasn't an issue when it came to her cubs, I'll say, because I always call her Mama Bear. So yeah, things like that. Money lessons, because obviously this is a personal finance channel. I did learn things when it came to money. Make sure you have your Vex money. I always have my Vex money no matter what. Also, make sure you have accounts separate from folks. So, hey Rennie. Boop, boop, boop. Sorry. Make sure you have separate accounts, because you have your money, your significant other money, together as a joint account, and also And I think if you guys remember the episode that we had, my friend Tashika mentioned, you should have 5 accounts. And I'm going to talk about that later, but it's your money, their money, a joint account together to spend for the house, a joint together to save, and then a joint account for investing. So I think that's a really good idea. And I'll definitely talk about that in another episode. The one thing I admired about my mom was that she was just learning how to do stocks and stuff. And I was like, yo, if only we learned about this earlier, it would be crazy, right? But it's funny because I made sure that she was doing her due diligence with learning like how to find stocks, and she found this stock. Let me tell you guys, I did not listen to her at the time, and I'm cheesed that I didn't listen to her at the time. So it's toy.to. So last year she was looking at it and it was like $20. And I was like, I don't know, it's going down. She's like, no, I did my research. And the beginning of this year, it was at $29. And I believe it went up at least 50%. Granted, right now it's probably down a little bit, but not as much as other stocks. I think it's down like, I have it in the stock market challenge with Black Investors Canada. And I believe it's like 6% down. So I told myself, in my honor for my mom, I will buy that share or that stock, because I'm gonna buy more than one, of course. So I think this year I want to try to do things that will honor her. So like on her birthday, was it her birthday? No, on the year, I decided to make lobster one of her favorite, or I'll say our our favorite meal is lobster. And that was like my first time actually making a meal in the last year. Like, if anyone knows, I was always having on Instagrams going down the kitchen with Chef Kamille, and I stopped cooking because my dad loved to cook. So I was like, hey, that's one thing off my plate to handle. But I do see the importance of, like, not having one person relying on someone just cooking. So I've been back in the kitchen a little and trying to get back to normal and all that stuff. So I've gone back to the gym. That's a little shout out to me, because if anyone knows me, I was a gym rat and I kind of fell off, but I'm back. I promise, I'm back. What else? Ooh. Gotta go to my notes. Have your Vex buddy. I said that already, separate. And the one thing that she loved about my business with Fitness IQ is that I was striving to, have financial literacy to everyone. I was kind of like, yeah, Ma, I want to give it to everyone, the older folks, the younger folks, and all that. And she was like, focus on the kids, because sometimes you can't teach old dog new tricks. So it's better to go down to the next generation and to feed them the knowledge. And I have been doing that. I actually, time to time, connect with Experience Life, and we provide like stock market stimulators, or stimulation, sorry. Just a stock market challenge for the kids, so they're able to learn about stocks. And let me tell you, these kids would whoop my arse. So I'm really glad that I was able to be involved with something like that. And let's see, once again, take rest. I know the last year I've been working more than ever just to, get things off, keep things out of my mind and staying busy, but it's not always healthy. So I would say to someone that probably just lost their mother or parent, just find ways to cope with that, and just embrace the memories, which I do. I watch videos, photos all the time. Whoever's on my WhatsApp channel or my stories, they probably sick and tired of me. I'm in a business, right? So that's one thing. Also, take rest, and just do what you love. Like that's definitely one thing. We love to travel. I still love to travel. And I told myself that I would go places where my mom would have loved to gone. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. Now to my grandma, because I can't just think like, I can't have you guys think that, yo, so no one else taught you anything? No, no, no. I learned from others, but I had to I have to represent for my mom. I'm even planning to like have another business to honor her, to keep the legacy going and all that good stuff. So stay tuned for that. Oh, and also what else? My grandma. Actually, my family is, we're entrepreneurs, right? My grandma was a dressmaker, a seamstress. My parents had their own business as well. So it would only make sense that I would have fitness IQ, right? And just trying to keep the legacy going with having these type of, like, having your own business or whatnot, and just being an awesome person. Sorry, I got thrown off for a minute. Sorry. What else could I say? My grandma. My grandma is a strong, independent woman. And stubborn. So if you ever call me stubborn, it's not me originally, folks. It's it's more my family's, but I'm just joking. I love them dearly and all that good stuff. But my grandma is a nurturing woman. Nurturing, will do anything for her family as well. I remember when I was young, I remember I had like a blister in my hand one time, and she took her tweezer just to make sure she took it out for me, and giving me ice cream and stuff. And even though she calls me a kid till this day, I still appreciate everything she's done. And I see where I get the strongness from, because my grandma is a strong woman. Geez, like, I see where I get it from. I see where my mom got it from. And it only makes sense that it kind of came down to me, right? So money lessons from my grandma. She worked hard. She worked her hard. Like, she did her own thing. And a little bit, she still hustles till this day. So I just know that I'll be hustling till, like, when I'm older, sorry, older than I am now. So it only makes sense, right? I also have aunts that taught me a lot as well. One of my aunts, Auntie Cass, she was an accountant. Between my mom and her, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be an accountant. But the day I took auditing, my gosh, I was like, I don't know if I can do accounting anymore. So I switched to finance. But she still taught me like a couple things throughout the years. Like even when I finished, I was like, yo, can I just like be around you and just learn from you? And my auntie Cass, she was very giving. Like she would give you her shirt off her back if she could. Like she was really giving, especially to her church. So um I think in a sense I have like a giving type of personality as well, even though some people think I'm a jerk, but that's another story. But I learned greatness from a lot of folks. And even my God family, that is like my second family. So my aunts, Auntie Joan, Auntie Joyce, thank you. You two are like a mother, aunt, grandma to me as well. And I want to say I'm like, what's my ranking again? I think I'm the fourth favorite. So thank you for everything, and I want to wish them happy Mother's Day as well. And to my friends and family, my friends that are mothers or mothers in general, you ladies are amazing. You ladies are super humans. I don't know how you ladies do it. Um, the fact that I had to transition from the youngest to like to fill the shoes of my mom, it was tricky for me. It was really tricky for me, but I think I am managing it to the best of my ability. So yeah, like and I also told myself throughout any presentation I do, any webinar I do, I'm going to give my reason why I do this. And the reason is my family and just helping others become financially fit. And there's probably like one or two webinars that I don't represent my family and the reasons why I do what I do. And yeah, that's I want it short and sweet. And I'm trying to like, hold my composure because I'm a tough one. But there are a lot of lessons you can learn from others. You can learn life lessons. You can learn money lessons. You can learn survival lessons. And I learned them all from my mom, my aunts, my grandma, and everything. And I just hope that children, younger adults or whatnot, takes a time to, you know, enjoy that presence of your mom. And if you are not in talking terms or in good terms, that is unfortunate, but I hope either party is able to find a way to just squash whatever has happened and able to, try to be civil. I'll say civil, not be 100% good, but at least civil enough to have a conversation. Because when that moment is gone, child, it is hard. But I don't want to go too far in and stuff. But I'm gonna have a question in Anchor or Spotify. I think it goes to Spotify or even YouTube. Just tell me what are the lessons that your mother or mother figures taught you, and do you still do it to this day? I actually had someone tell me something really cool, but I can't say it online. But I think it's lovely, and whatever lessons you learn from your mom, cherish them as much as you can. And yeah, and I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet, sweet like me. Oh. Sorry. And I also wore one of her sweaters to represent her because red is our favorite color. I copied her. I copied her with loving red and green. but I thought it was only right. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you give a hug to your mom and dad or grandma, anyone that's a mother figure to you. Tell them how much you love them or how much you care, and just peace and love. Until next time, folks.